God.
I'm trying to understand the sequencing here. On Thursday, Matt stood where you are and said there were no plans now or in the future to evacuate Americans. And then it was less than 48 hours. We then heard there was a charter flight that took Americans out. So wondering what transpired what changed in those hours.
Let's take a little bit of a step back. First, I would say that when it comes to the safety and security of American citizens, especially those abroad, especially those in dangerous, untenable security situations, that is, we have no higher priority when it comes to that. I will also say, in response to Matt's question about will there be potentially other movements like this for American citizens, that it is a very fluid and dynamic situation on the ground, and circumstances change quite rapidly. And the commercial options that are available are either non-existent or quite limited. And so a decision was made to conduct this kind of, pull this kind of plan together. But I will also add that we are the United States of America. This is what we do. And in countries around the world where we have diplomats, where we have American citizens, we have contingency planning, feasibility planning, always in the works to rely on should the circumstances on the ground warrant it.
So are you saying that the situation, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but just to understand the situation on the ground.
The assessment was made. An assessment was made by us that the situation on the ground, both when it came to the security circumstances on the ground as well as the feasibility of commercial options, made it such that we thought it was in the interest of the American citizens who could make their way to Cap Haitian, that such an avenue for departure be made available to them.
And then quick follow-up. 30-some American citizens seems like a very small number, considering Matt also told us on Thursday that there were several hundred who had reached out to state through the portal to register interest in trying to get out, or not interest, but asking for more information, indicating they would like to get out. How concerned are you about the safety of those hundreds of Americans that are still there?
This is a fluid situation, and the number of individuals who have reached out to us through the crisis intake form is approaching 1,000, and we're continuing to monitor the situation closely and evaluate the demand of U.S. citizens, evaluate the overall security situation, evaluate what is feasible when it comes to commercial transportation options, what is feasible for other transportation solutions. So I am just going to say that work is ongoing, and we have no higher priority than the safety and security of American citizens, though we certainly recognize the security situation is untenable, and we're continuing to look at what might be possible. Kamala.
Thank you. Are you able to clarify if the American citizens who got out over the weekend, are they all American citizens? Are there any lawful permanent residents? Is it non-American family? Can you just clarify those?
So I don't have a makeup to offer of the passengers on Sunday's flight beyond what I said, which is that the departure of over 30 U.S. citizens. Our priority right now continues to be American citizens. We will take a look at individuals of other categories based on availability, resources, demand signals, and things like that. But right now, our priority continues to be American citizens.
And can you say if most of the Americans who have signed up to the crisis intake form, you're saying that this is approaching 1,000, are they mostly in Port-au-Prince? Can you give an idea on location?
I'm not in a place to offer that kind of breakdown. I think an important thing to remember, Camilla, is that when people register with our crisis intake form, it is for a variety of reasons. Many, we assume, are in a circumstance where they are ready to fully depart the country per se. Others may be more interested in just getting status updates, getting information on what avenues might be available to them. It is hard to paint this entire population with a single stroke.
And can you just, one more, can you just clarify on, there's been reports about Guantanamo Bay and its possible usage in this crisis in Haiti. Are there any state offices, departmental offices based in Gitmo at the moment?
Not to my knowledge, and I think the Department of Homeland Security may be happy to speak to you about any contingency planning that they are doing as it relates to potential migration activities. I will just note that from our perch and vantage point, irregular migration levels in the Caribbean continue to be low, but in terms of any planning that is underway, I'm sure my colleagues at DHS would be happy to speak to you. Staying with the front, Simon, anything?
If we're staying on Haiti, then we can go elsewhere.
Okay. Anything else on Haiti before we
Or we can switch.
Nick, you look like